Hello and welcome back to the Unbearable Reds. I'm your host as always, Carl, and today we're going to be having a look at Curtis Jones. Common feature of my videos is the idea of building the next Liverpool team and why I think it's important to start building that now. And Curtis Jones, in my opinion, will be a very important part of the next Liverpool team. So I think it's time to have a look at the lad and, see what I think. By the way, this isn't like a groundbreaking opinion I have of Curtis Jones. He's highly rated by the club, highly rated among the fan base. All I'm going to do is explain what I see in him, where I can see him going to, and what his potential could be. So Curtis Jones grew up in the centre of Liverpool. He's a local lad, signed for the club at the age of 9. Every local lad's dream. Not one I achieved, but Gets his first call up to the Liverpool first team against Everton in 2018, and although he didn't get minutes in that game, it was a sign of the faith that Klopp had in him, that he was willing to consider him of the level to potentially take part in a Merseyside derby during a season where we were competing for the title, and that was a very important game as well. Since then, he has been given numerous chances to showcase his ability in the Cups this season. He put in good performances against MK Dons and against Everton, the latter of which he scored an absolute screamer to knock them out of the FA Cup when we played our reserves against their best 11 with their new Carlo Magnifico manager. Never forget that. Never forget that. That also made him the youngest goal scorer in a Merseyside derby since Robbie Fowler in 1994. So already he's got his highlight moments, something to build a bit of a legend around. Not a legend yet, but it is something to build off. He's got that moment already that's put him very much in the consciousness of the wider fan base and the wider footballing world as well. I like to go into numbers and stuff, but I'm not actually going to do that today, purely because there isn't that much to go on. There's his stats from playing for the academy and stuff like that, but I don't really think that's pertinent to what he's going to be required to do for the first team. And although his numbers are good, as I say, I don't think it's going to be an accurate reflection of what he could bring to the first team if he was to take a place in it this season, well, next season now. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at the qualities he's already displayed in the games that he's played. I use the eyeball test to see what Curtis Jones can bring to the squad now and potentially what he can grow into the future. Right now, Curtis Jones, he plays majority as a central midfielder, central attacking midfielder, somewhere between the two. And I feel that that's where he's most likely to get his breakthrough for the Liverpool team, with Adam Lallana looking like he's going to be leaving, well, not looking, he's confirmed that he is going to be leaving at the end of this season, whenever that is, or when his contract expires. God knows, that's another kettle of fish, and I'm not opening that can of worms right now. But regardless, Adam Lallana will be leaving the club. That will leave a place open in the squad, and I think it's that place that Curtis Jones should take, purely because that gap's going to need to be filled, and we need a player who can come in and play the Lallana role. Now, I think it'd be prudent to give it to Jones because he needs more first team experience, getting game time in the Cups, and if you add on to that, being able to play Lallana's role that he's played in the league and the Champions League this season, I think that could really help with his development. And also it means that we don't have to buy a new player to replace Lallana as well. It's important, and I'm going to say it again, we need to lay the foundations for the next Liverpool team now. Those foundations will be found in the academy, and Curtis Jones is one of the best players we have in the academy at the moment. Jones also offers a lot of what Lallana brings to the team. He's a very silky player, loves to take players on, and he loves a goal as well. Also, Lallana doesn't get a massive amount of game time, which I personally think would be ideal for Curtis Jones, newly promoted from the academy, coming in as a backup, getting his chances from the bench and filling in as a rotation option, just exactly like Lallana has done this season. Obviously, I think Jones would probably prefer more game time, but I think if you put Lallana's time that he's had in the league and the Champions League on top of potential cup games, that would be enough to satisfy the lad for at least a season and help with his development massively, because the more game time he plays, the more football he's playing at a higher level, he's just going to get better and better, particularly if you're surrounding him with our actual first team players as well. That will allow him to really express himself and really get to grips with the pace of the Premier League, the Champions League, and once he's got to grips with it, there's no looking back, lad. Hello, so you've made it this far into the video, so you must be liking what you're seeing. Please drop us a like, please subscribe, please leave a comment if you wish, and share with your friends. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the video. Now, the rumours are that Liverpool were looking to get in Napoli midfielder Fabian Ruiz, and he's a very good player, and he would instantly be a competitor for a first team place, and he showcased his ability against Liverpool in the Champions League for Napoli this season and last season. But I don't think we need to sign a player to be competing for a starting berth in the team right now, because the player we've got leaving, Adam Lallana, is a backup player, and to be honest, we've already got enough depth in midfield competing for starting berths. You've already got the likes of Henderson, Gini, Ox, Fabinho, Keita and Milner. That's 6 players competing for 3 starting positions. We don't need another starting midfielder. We need somebody as a rotation and backup option, and I think Curtis Jones at his current level, with the ability he's got and what he's showcased so far, he could absolutely play that role. So ultimately, based on that, Fabian Ruiz, as good as a player he is, he's not massively better or even as good as a lot of the midfielders we've already got, and as such I think it'd be a waste of money signing him when you can just promote Curtis Jones from the academy and it's not going to cost you a bean, and long term he's going to be an important player for the club, so you need to get him developed now. He can also play out wide left, and he's shown his ability in the role during his chances in the Cups, playing a very Coutinho-esque role, creating chances from out wide, cutting in and shooting, as he did against Everton. I'm never going to not mention it every opportunity I get. Going forward, that could be a position he could cover as well as being a backup for midfield. He could also be a cover option for out wide left. You know, if we're playing against a team that's 2 banks of 4, low block, the established players not having a great day, struggling a bit, we need something a bit different. Throw Curtis Jones on the left wing, let him cut in, let him have a shot from distance, which is something that we do cry out for in this team at the moment. We're not a team that takes shots from outside the box very often. I'm not saying that we never do it, it's just something that since Coutinho left, it's not been a lethal weapon in our arsenal, and I think Curtis Jones, as he showed against Everton, he's absolutely got the ability to do it. So having someone who offers something a little bit different, who can come on off the left, for me, I think that's a quality that he could really bring to the side and something that we are, in a way, crying out for. And ultimately, utility is a very important characteristic in players, and I feel someone like Jones, who can cover multiple positions whilst only taking up 1 berth in the squad, is a prime example of the kind of player that we should be looking to cultivate in the club going forward. We've already got a couple of them now. You've got the likes of Milner and Henderson and Bobby. They can play multiple positions and they offer greater flexibility. So you're not having to sign like X amount of players for this position, X amount of players for that position. If you're signing players who have their main role and then they can fill in other positions as well, it just makes everything so much easier. Injuries don't become such a problem, and rotation doesn't become such a problem either, because you have players already there who are capable of filling in multiple roles, and the drop off in quality isn't so much that you need to sign a player. Now, speaking long term, I personally feel, from what I've seen, if he's given his chance and he develops as he should in terms of getting game time, learning as he plays, developing as a player and growing alongside the quality of the players around him, I see no reason why Curtis Jones can't be a linchpin of a future Liverpool midfield for years to come. He's got all the qualities to be like a Gerrard style player. Is he ever going to reach the raw ability of Steven Gerrard? Maybe not. I mean, there's a reason why Steven Gerrard is like the measuring stick when it comes to Liverpool players, and that's because he was a generational talent. And it's no criticism of Curtis Jones to say that, well, he may never be as good as Gerrard. There's very few players that will kick a ball again that will ever be the quality of Gerrard. Could Curtis Jones be as good as Gerrard? Yeah, potentially, yeah. I see no reason why he couldn't. The chances of it happening are high because, as I say, Gerrard was a generational talent, but Curtis Jones could reach that level. But we're not even talking about a level, we're talking about a style of player. And I could talk about Steven Gerrard all day, but at his peak, you know, he was a dynamic goal-scoring midfielder, very versatile, and he was a local lad, putting every drop of sweat and blood into his performances for the shirt, for the fans. Could he achieve that style of play? Absolutely, you see it from him now. You saw how much that goal in Derby meant to him. He covered every blade of grass in that FA Cup game, and that's exactly the kind of attitude that Steven Gerrard brought to the game. So Curtis Jones could absolutely be a Steven Gerrard type of player going forward for us. Also, another thing that I want to talk about as well is I feel like it's very important to have core players in a squad that are local lads. And, you know, we've already got Trent coming through, he's came through, he's the best right back in the world. What am I saying, coming through? He's came through, he's there, he's established. The local lad, he's probably going to be the future Liverpool captain as far as I'm concerned. And, you know, we need more of that. We need Jones in the team because he's a local lad. You know, even players, you could even go so far as say players like Harry Wilson, who, alright, he's from Wrexham, but he signed for Liverpool in 2005. He's probably spent more time living with the people of Liverpool than he has in Wrexham. So as far as I'm concerned, he's pretty much a local. You know, you need to get people who understand the culture of the city, the culture of the fans, and Curtis Jones is a very important part of having that going forward. We've already got it with Trent. Jones is the next step, and there'll be players going forward that are already in the academy that will also contribute to that. So this is my take on why Curtis Jones should be promoted to the Liverpool squad next season and how we should utilise him longer term. If there's anything you wish to share or any comments that you have on what I've said, please leave them down below. And as always, up the Reds.